That's the video, and today we have a post-commentary with the Dark Monkey, and it is a very long one. There'll be a lot of talking in this post-commentary, so I'll try and brief up as much as possible. Maybe I'll cut some bits out, I'm not sure yet, but and why it's looking like a 33-minute video. Videos are getting longer and longer, but yeah, it'll be of the Dark Monkey, seeing which strategy the Dark Monkey gets paired with best. With a lot of Cobra opponents. One of the Cobra games we've cut out already, I think. But yeah, Cobra in the first game versus Dart Farm Cobra. And this is a really interesting game. This is like, you've not seen this matchup before and how this matchup goes. This is a really fun one, so you definitely want to see at least all of this first game. But yeah, well, we are just ecoing at the start to get our eco number up, as you do want to have some eco versus Cobra. We also want to farm down, so we do farm here. If you want to hear about some cool buttons down below, first one is the subscribe button, so if you could, if you're new to the channel, if you could subscribe, help us. Yeah, our subscriber gaining has been kind of slow recently, but you know, we've also not been doing loads. We've had some things with the schedule, just been busy, and yeah, so we missed like yesterday, so yeah. That's a bit slow, but if you're new, you can subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Then we got the like button, which helps our videos get promoted to more people. If you could hit that, that would be greatly appreciated, because we didn't upload for a day, and whenever I don't upload for a day, the YouTube algorithm just stiffs me over completely. So yeah, hitting the like button really helped me get unstiffed by the algorithm, I guess. And then yeah, the comment section, just comment something related to the video. If you like Dark Monkey, if you don't like Dark Monkey, if you're going to try Dark Monkey after this video, whatever you like, comment it down. And yeah, so we've got a little bit of eco. We're going to go for our plantation here. Just seems to be the thing to do. He's going to send us a load of greens, so he does stop sending us greens, thankfully, so we only need to go for 2 trips. If he'd kept sending us greens, we need to get another O2 Dark Monkey down and aim to not go for the trip, but he stopped sending so early that we didn't even need to, and that means we can get ready for our spolt for if he sends us more stuff. But yeah, I think we just place this down. No, we don't place it down, we actually do the smart thing and just go for our next farm ready anyways. We could have a little bit more eco, we could be ecoing a little bit more right now, but we're just not at the moment. I think yeah, we've not used this strategy for a while. We were kind of trying to carefully think how we want to play this game out, because obviously it's not good at going late at all. Like yeah, you're going to get outlasted late game. The only dart strat that's going to get outlasted by a Cobra strat in the late game is going to be this one. Your ZMG defense is not great. You need 4 misdirections and then just a fan club, and then you send the BFBs over. So yeah, we were struggling to decide how late we wanted to go with this strategy. Definitely thought we wanted to be a bit more aggressive. We've gone for 2 plantations because of that. The second plantation is a little bit later, but we're still going to be able to afford the jug in time, and we've got a decent amount of lives, so there was no risk of like dying to this right here. And he sends him in after a second, so we're completely fine with just a jug. And we're kind of just thinking, if we can get up an early bank, then that should be able to do us. It's not normally good versus Cobra because the early Moab can really mess you up, but if we can get it for round 13 and have decent defense down, then that still might be able to work something out with that. So yeah, that's just our thought process at the moment. So we just get some spolts ready, a second spot ready, and a few other darts just to be ready for any rush that he might send in. Put some region leads up in front, but doesn't really do too much of it. Oh, he goes for a boosted rush. He puts some boosted stuff up behind. We can just get some trip darts down and be completely fine to all of that. So that's good, and we perfectly put ourselves in a great position to be able to get the BIA up for round 14, at the end of round 14, because we still got all 3 of our boosts, and because we didn't go for because we didn't boost this rush just then, which means we have a lot more leeway at being able to defend stuff. We can boost to stuff that looks bad around 15, 16, and still have 2 boosts for Moabs, which is going to help us out a decent amount. So yeah, he's not sending in anything just yet, which is good, because it means it's only really around 16 which he can rush. And we can just boost if it looks bad, and he sends us enough stuff. We're actually going to boost stuff back at him, which we can also do because we're not poor and had to just boost. So we can boost this in, and it's not going to look good, and he's going to boost, which is really nice. Okay, yeah, a boost out of the way for not too much. And yeah, now we're thinking Moabs is next round, so we're going to start preparing our Dart Monkeys for the Moab Bloons. So yeah, just getting the range on all of them, because yeah, getting the range on all of them means they hit the lane, the lane above, which is basically just means they're doing that basically makes them way more effective. So, and if there's camos, you're not going to accidentally die to those. So yeah, just really a good idea to be going for that. And yeah, basically just putting ourselves ready for Moabs. So he's going to boost in a Moab, I think. So yeah, he does balloon boost a little bit early. Oh no, he goes for the BFB. Oh yeah, I remember this now. So we actually decide, let's misdirect the BFB. Why not? We don't have many trips down, so we're not at risk of anything like that. We'll just cash out the bank. And we're like, alright, we'll just pop the... if we almost pop it down as well, we could have probably damaged it a little bit more. So that when he misdirects it back, he's going to struggle and he might pop it down. But we misdirect the first one, then we sell it, rebuy the misdirection. So yeah, you also want to rebuy the misdirection, because when you misdirect the BFB, it takes, I think, a minute for it to recharge. But if you misdirect a... when you rebuy it, it only takes 15 seconds for it to come back. So yeah, we keep misdirecting. It's puts us in an amazing spot, because he's had to send both of those BFBs in, and he's now going to counter, and which has drained his eco and drained his money, and because he had to go for them early as well, drained him even more. We boost this, we didn't need to boost this, but we got loads of boost, so it doesn't matter. We've also got the Cobra, so we can get our boost back earlier, so even that we got that, but we know he's really pro at the moment, because he had to send all this stuff in, and all of this has drained his money, whilst we've had our bank just cooking up money in the background. So yeah, really nice spot that we're in. He's literally got no more defense down. We can actually just boost this in. We don't even need to defend this. We probably shouldn't send this, because it kind of leaves us exposed to a bit of a counter. And we do pop the BFB, which is not ideal, but we can misdirect, sell, fan club, and boost, and we can defend all of this. And he's absolutely no chance at defending that. So we do win the game with Dart Farm Cobra versus Cobra Farm Mortar. So that's good game to Vipex. For the next one, we have Sub to Kirby BTD. This time we're going to be playing Dart Farm Super versus his Cobra. So this is... I don't know this matchup very well. It's... Ace is easier. If you just basically with an ace get enough for a Spectre, then you can defend all adjustment, and if they go for adjustment and not much eco, then you're fine. We did actually mess up to him. I think I played him with ace the game after, but we cut it out because it wasn't a great game, because I thought my ODSs were going to be fine with like 5 jugs, but they weren't, and I literally just needed a Spectre, and I'd have been completely fine and won the game. So because it wasn't a great game, we cut that one out. But yeah, we'll just say that happened. So yeah, so loads of breads at the start. I really just want to make sure we got our eco up nice and high. So this is how we normally play against Cobra, with a dart strat. So yeah, just loads of eco basically. We go loads of eco, go for the farm eventually, but just getting loads of eco is good as well. We can send some pinks in over the top, pinks just to make them get another Cobra down. Stop sending as much, and then we got our darts targeted. So the one on the right, or the lower one on the right, is targeted to last, and the other one is targeted to strong. Seems to be some pretty good targeting. If they only send if they send less than 10 pinks, then you'll be completely fine to it. Otherwise, you'll slowly start leaking. So if they're doing Cobra like this, you can just upgrade again. It's fine, but it's fine. We just send loads of pinks in, just to slowly get our eco up, whilst also being able to afford this second trip, just because it has eaten away our spikes very slowly. So if they're using a farm strat, it's not worth sending this many pinks in that dart. But yeah, we're now going to start ecoing a little bit harder with these greens, just to try and force the Bernie stuff, which will be pretty nice, because it's quite an expensive upgrade. But if you send enough greens, they will have to go for it eventually. And there it is, there's the Bernie stuff. So that's going to slow them down more again as well. So a really nice little start to the game. We can now just send some blacks in the space balloons by 400 eco, that's really good. We just check recording, and now we're thinking round 7. So round 7 is a long round, so you can just go for your farm on the longer round, because you got loads of eco that we've already made up to prepare for it. And yeah, by farming on the longer rounds, you're preparing yourselves for the shorter rounds later on, where the farming is better than the eco. And yeah, it's going to do some black balloons in, a few greens and some blacks, but not enough greens to really cause us any problems. So we get another dart ready for our spout. We don't go for it just yet, but we're pretty much there. And I think we go for it now. Yep, there it is. And he's considering a lot of yellows, so we do actually just go for another trip at the back. And that is going to be completely fine now. And now we are going to go for a farm, which we can just about fit in because we'll just about get the leather forward back. We got it right at the start of the round. We got a decent amount of eco. We boost this in, which is quite silly because we kind of forget that we need to defend leads. So we actually stop. If you send a big enough boosted rush in, it will cause some problems for the Cobra player, but we were never going to send enough in this position, so not quite the play. If we get a little bit more eco down, we get another dart ready for if he wants to send us some whites. We should upgrade the farm to a more banana. There we go. And we get the jug down, and now he's going to boost us in with 5 off. Unlucky, so we do have to boost back. If we had 5 more dollars, then we would have been able to defend that without having to boost. But you know, it is what it is. He boosted it in, so it's not the end of the world that he that we boosted. He can't like boost a rush back in, it does, unless he goes for Cobra upgrades, but that's expensive. Now we're just going to keep ecoing at him basically. So we got two farms. We've got a decent amount of eco. We just want to really get to if by the time we can send in Moabs we have at least like 800-900, then we're going to be in a really nice spot. He sends some stuff in, so we're just going to make sure we get spouts down and defend all of this, and without any problems. He's going to eco with whites now. So yeah, we're not completely fine to all of this. The only danger, I guess, if he could send us like camo ceramics, but that's pretty expensive, and it's going to drain him, and ecoing's just better, and yeah. So our defense should be fine to pretty much anything he can go for, but we'll just go for a camo detection on one of our darts, just in case anyways. And yeah, now round 15, we're just about to hit 700 eco, so that's really good. And yeah, we're just going to keep ecoing. He sends this little layered rush of this in, but that's not going to cause us any problems whatsoever. We got 4 trip darts at the back. No need to panic to that. And we can just keep ecoing, hopefully. Yep, there we go. And yeah, just put us in a pretty solid spot. So we'll just keep ecoing, He's going to keep ecoing as well. So he goes for a later adjustment rather than an early one, which is probably smart because all the early adjustment we're going to be fine too, just by getting more jugs down. The later adjustment is what can start to overwhelm the jugs, which is where we're going to start having some problems. And yeah, going to go for another dart. We're going to just space eco, so we got just under we're going to have about 900 eco, as we said before, by the time Moabs are going to be able to get sent. So if this is in a Moab, we got 5 darts down, we can just boost those and be fine to a Moab, get range on all the darts just to make sure they're doing hitting balloons effectively, as we said before. And yeah, just space ecoing in case, because we see the first one, we do need to boost this. Well, we get 6 down, we didn't even need to go for that last upgrade, but we get 6 down, change the jug to first so it's hitting the ceramic layer. The jug does more damage to the ceramic layer, just the a good thing about the jug. So we do that. Now we go back to space ecoing. So by space ecoing, we're saving money up. So if he does send us in another Moab, we can just sell a couple darts, a couple spouts, and we can afford our fan club. And if he keeps sending Moabs in, it's just going to be draining him, because we're going to be able to, because of all our eco, we're not going to be getting drained. And he's going to be getting drained by sending in those Moabs, because it's going to be hitting his eco and costing him 1500. Whereas for the fan club, how much do you lose? No, I can't just think of the number right now, but it is less than it's good for us. It's good for us. Just trust the process. He's now going to send in the next one, so we think about going for the supermarket defend. Why we did just boost this? We probably shouldn't have boosted this, because against Cobra, our boosts are actually kind of important, because if the adjustment gets really bad, then your boosts are going to help save us basically. But we don't do that. We're going to keep space eco. We're basically going to keep ecoing till about round 30, not 32, by the start of round 23. So round 23 is another really long round. So we want to have a load of eco by then, so that we're going to be able to, so that we're in a good position for when that round comes. Get another dart monkey down. I think we're thinking of getting a super down in the middle, but because we're normally thinking that round like 24, 25 AI in the like distance, and round 22, I guess, having a laser-eyed super monkey down would be pretty effective, and just clearing stuff up and not needing another jug. and just being a bit more multifunctional for like Moabs later as well. But because the adjustment's going to be camos, you just don't need it down really at all. We actually go for 2 Republics for round 22, because round 22 is of course the really short round, and get another Jug down. And we got a decent amount of eco, 1300. It's like, it's not incredible, but versus Cobra, when you want to be a little bit more careful, I think it's alright. I'm going to go for another farm. And yeah, basically we're going to be able to get a factory by round 25. He's going to start to adjust us, so we're going to get, we're obviously going to keep these jugs down, and we basically, just to defend the adjustment, you need as many jugs as possible, and you're going to need to fan club some bits as well, is what I'm led to thinking from what I've played so far. The temple obviously would cover everything very easily, but that's super expensive, and in a drain game kind of like this, you shouldn't ever be able to be getting a temple down. Like, your opponent's really not very good if they're letting you get a temple down. Like, they really need to just get better if you're able to get a temple down versus Cobra. But yeah, so it feels like we're in an amazing spot farms wise, but we're not going to be able to getting too many more farms down because of the amount of jugs we're going to need to defend stuff. So we get another Republic down. We don't need 4k to be able to sell 2. Go for the next one. Adjustment round 24 is not too bad. He actually leaks to these pinks, which is kind of funny. Almost dies, has to boost. We could have maybe tried to follow up on this, but we kind of just want to see if we can defend this anyways. So we sell the 2, we go for the factory. This is where we kind of really want to have a boost available. Because we are kind of thinking at this point that all the jugs should just be able to clutch up. But look how far they're getting, and we panic, we sell the factory. We almost die. Thankfully, all the things that are getting through, they are just normal balloons. So the fan club can just rip right through them, but still super scary, all of that right then. And we're gonna have to fan club again. Farms have been really ruined. We have loads of eco, thank God. I don't even know how you really change the defend. You just maybe even get even more jugs down or something like that. It's probably what you need, but we have a lot of jugs down. Maybe you need like 18 jugs down or something. I don't know, but apparently what we have down is not enough. I'm not sure why he's sending leads, because every time all the jugs fire, they're going to rip through the leads. So I guess he's making the rush a little bit thicker, because the pierce cap is like 100 for the jug, I think. So that might be a problem for him. Around 27 AI is a very tame AI, so we're going to be able to just go for some more farms. We could even sell off a bunch of jugs here. I think we do sell off a few, just to go for like more farm upgrades, valuable bananas, etc. We do have 5 bananas on there, that is good. And just some fan clubs for the Moabs is all we're really going to need. And yeah, we got a fan club ready. Should probably be trying to farm on a little bit harder just here, but it doesn't look like we are. But you can see in this spot, once just getting to this spot, the super monkey's not being needed. If you could just have a Spectre down now, you should just be in a great spot. But as we said when we played him the other one, we just went for ODS spam and it didn't work, because even though we had loads of jugs down, the just so many balloons, they couldn't do enough. The Spectre just is what you want. Anyways, do we go for another feck? Looks like we do, yep. There we go. So many jugs, this Moab shouldn't do anything. But we do fan club it anyways, just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, I guess, is a fine way to play this. And yeah, fan club's down. We're just thinking round 31, 32, the AI is going to start getting really tough again, so we're going to need to get loads and loads of jugs down. How many jugs do we actually have down? And maybe it's less than we thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 7 down at the moment. I mean, 6 down at the moment, about to get a 7th, but we did sell some from earlier, but still not a great amount. So we probably should really be going for over 10 at least, maybe at least 12 to 18 probably. I don't know why I keep saying 18. 12 would be like if a jug 2 or 3 shots, sorry, I forget. I just remember it does a lot of damage. But yeah, maybe 13, 12 to 13 if it's a free shot, and then to take the rest of the rush out. Maybe having them close together as well. I think I was too bothered about getting good jug spots rather than just more jug spots, so we didn't get a sufficient amount down. We go for this, which we're thinking is going to be good for round fact 2. Of course, it's not going to do anything at all because adjustment, and it's going to rip for the Moabs though, so it's like not completely doing nothing, but it could be doing more. He boosts something in, so we just decide we're going to boost back. I really don't want to wait around and find out how we're going to be able to defend this stuff. So we're going to try and counter. Yeah, we're not be able to send in loads as a counter though, obviously, because we don't have much money. We've been drained all game. We keep forgetting which fan club to rebuy a lot of times as well. So we have loads of money in fan clubs just wasted, which is not great, but it is what it is. And then we're going to throw PFB straight over the top just to try and speed up, because he has got mortar stall, so he can outlast us. And I think he sent his one in slightly earlier. So we're hoping for something to pop just so we can do this. Throw some mobs up behind as well. And we need to pop all the AI balloons, and it's adjusted so it's hard, but without popping the ZMG. So we need to sell that Super Monkey pretty soon, which we just forget about entirely. And it's just doing so much damage to that ZMG right now. We eventually remember, goodness, we don't want to be popping the ZMG. But yeah, just all this stuff is still getting through slowly, so we have to go for it again. It's getting really close, but he's able to mortar stall now, and he's able to mortar stall the BFB layer, which is going to do more. We try to thingy the ZMG, but we need the fan club going at the same time for the AI, and we just about died. But that was a really good game. GG's to Kirby in that one. And the last game is going to be, of course, TFA, and it's going to be against Anti-Meta, who's using Dartling Glue. So yeah, this is the last one. So have you got so far? Have you got to 21 minutes in the video? Well done. Hope you enjoyed the 2 games so far. I think this one was pretty decent as well. So the first one was like a funky game. The second one was a really close loss. What's going to happen in the third and final game? Using Timeless Dart Farm Ace as our strategy for this one. This was a bit of a weird game if I remember correctly. We're going to do Farm Start as you normally do with Dart. And upgrade the farm to get the extra banana. Always worth if you're doing the Farm Start. Never go for, I don't know about never, but most things you don't want to be going for the defense after going for the Farm Start, because you are just losing out on like 60 from not getting the extra thing. We should also now be sending stuff right away. He's not sending anything in. We've got to presume it's Dartling Hunter or something, and if we've got loads of reds over the top now, we can really drain him really nicely. But we've not been sending reds in. We go for a trip dart, which we don't need because he's not sending anything in. So we all need to start sending reds now, which is a bit of a mistake, we'll see, because it means he's got way more time and is able to greed for more stuff, which is really not what we want. And so if we'd send the reds in now, they'd almost be going through right now, and he'd be 100% forced into buying the powerful darts. But we see he does ultra greed and goes for the plantation. So he's going to leak lots to this because we've got loads of stuff here. He spikes the end loads of times. We can send blues over the top. So even when he gets his powerful darts, it's going to be getting overwhelmed. He'll have to boost. Send loads of these in. It's going to layer with all the reds, and our pinks over the top. So it's triple layering. He gets the powerful darts. He boosts. He's still going to leak a little bit though, even with powerful darts and boost. Even though it's blues with yellow, pinks over the top. And he's going to leak down to 31 lives early in the game. So that's pretty nice now, because even though he's greeted these farms like an absolute madman, we've managed to grab our plantation as well at the same time. We're able to go for this upgrade. We shouldn't need to get 2 trips, I don't think, for this position. And it also means that when we aggress him now, he's already down a boost and he's low on lives. So he's going to need to get more defense down. And he's not going to be able to go for more farms, which is really good, because the only way he wins this is by getting loads of BIAs down. Otherwise, we're just in such a good spot. So yeah, we send some greens, and straight away he has to go for another Dartling Gunner. We're going to go for a trip at the back. He's going to eco a bit as well, which is a bit strange. He should just be going for as many farms as possible, but I guess he can do him. We're going to leak a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I want somebody down to black so we can sell that dart off, go for another farm, and that's pretty good. And get ready for our spot later on as well. He's going to keep ecoing on us. It's so strange. He's space ecoing now, I guess, but he just needs to be getting loads of. He needs to get a BIA down. He needs multiple BIAs down and not to get drained, basically. And we basically just need to drain him. Is the thought process in this one. So we do want to be sending in yellows in this one, because that's going to be effective at draining him a little bit more, forces that expensive upgrade. He's going to be boosting in regen whites, which are actually a pretty solid rush in this position. And it's going to cause us a few more problems than I'd expected. I normally just spike a load at the back here, but we are going to need 3 trips. We actually boost because it starts really getting quite scary alive. So well done to him on a good rush, forcing our boost. But like, he's just sent us so much stuff in. He's got only 2 plantations. He needs at least 3 for a game this long, particularly. He does have a good amount of eco though, so that's something good for him. And yeah, in a lower money game, in an infinite money game, basically, he's going to win the late game. In a non-infinite money game, we win the late game. Because, yeah, we'll be able to ground 0. He needs to have loads of Ray of Dooms down to defend each and every ZMG. Since a load of whites, we just go for this defend. We're kind of low on lives, so it gets a little bit sketch, but we know our 3 spots down and we're completely fine. We can now go for our next plantation. He's only got 2 plantations down. He will have a good amount of eco down. I don't know why we're not going for the plantation. Yeah, plantation, there we go. And he's going to farm again. We can just farm again now after that. We don't go for the farmer straight away. It's so much easier watching on the replay, man. Oh no, we're going to send a little rush, force the boost. So that's the second boost forced. Yeah, if you have a friend who's a similar ability level, you'll notice that if you're like spectate one person and then change over, if it was like the person who's spectating is smarter, it's just the amount more time you have, it makes it so much easier. Oh yeah, we play this quite aggressively, but I think it's good because we get laser cannon forced, we get farm cells forced, we get a boost forced throughout the 2 rushes, and we keep loads of defense down. We got loads of eco, and he has to sell laser cannon to get any farms back up. So we do that. We can send camo lead in, hopefully straight away. No, he goes for that. That's fine. So we can send some space eco. Oh, we basically playing this like the first game, I guess, just having loads and loads of eco, which means we can't get drained by him sending in Moabs, which is fun. We could just be sending in white cis rather than spacing already, which is going to get our eco up a little bit higher, a little bit quicker, but it's not the end of the world. So he's got more farms now. We should hopefully have more eco. I'm pretty sure we do. We must do, yeah. We have loads of eco. Gonna keep spaced ecoing. He goes for another. He's got a second Dartling Gunner down. He just needs to get more Dartling Gunners down. For BFBs, he's going to get super drained. More Ubs and BFBs, we're not going to be getting drained at all, which is super nice. And we can just yeah, keep space ecoing going. And check the battery with low battery. Unlucky, but you know we move. And yeah, I think we should just get another farm down as well. I think at this point. If he sends in a Moab, we just get the 5th trip down and boost. We make sure the darts have range, and then with the Jug on first, we should be fine. Oh, we just go for this Republic instead. Okay. It is not the worst play either. Gonna keep space ecoing. We could have max ecoed a little bit more, or just whites max ecoing, but got our eco up to about 1,000 by round 20. Would have put us in a super nice spot. Even with that like rush, would have made it really nice. But like he's only got 2 Republics down. He has less eco. He's going to have to do a lot for BFBs. He either has to go for the 4-2 glue gunner defend, or he has to go for the hydropod rocket defend, which is my personal favourite one. Feels the safest for me. But then he'll have to like buy that, sell that if he wants to keep his farms back up, because it's a fairly expensive defend. He still wants a decent amount of money for that, or less money on a boost, but then all his boosts are gone, which is also not great for him. So we're going to get another plantation down, I guess. Almost at 1,000 eco. There we go, we're at 1,000 eco. And I thought we went for the BFB in here. Well, he's going to send in this. We do an interesting defender for this, actually. We could have just fan clubbed this, but we actually just sell everything. But I wanted to just do an ODS and boost with this. But a fan club would have been just so much better, and we could have just saved the boost. But you know what? That sounded like looked like a cool idea at the time. We could have just sold some sports and done that without having to sell the farm. And that would have been a cheaper defend. It uses a boost. Boosts aren't very important late game with DFA. So if you can avoid selling farms to and use a boost, you always want to be going for that. We send in the BFB, put some stuff out behind it. I'm just going to put some pressure back on him now. Get a few more darts of range, which we don't really need to do, but I just like doing. We probably just boost this. Yeah, boost that just to keep our farms down, which is nice. And to send that in, send us in 3 Moabs. At least one of them was a fast cooldown, which is going to drain his eco a decent amount. Maybe both of them were, which would drain his eco like a 400. And he just has to sell a farm. His farms aren't good. His eco's not good. And yeah, he has to defend this. And his boost count isn't good. And does get decent amount of benefit from boost. Not really late with Ray of Dooms, because the boost doesn't do much with Ray of Dooms. We got an old video of like tips and tricks for each tower. There's his last boost. The Ray of Dooms, it doesn't do a lot, but like after faster spinning barrels, it's still a good amount of help. And he sends in a BFB, terrible send. All we need to do is damage it a decent amount, and then fan club at a decent spot, and have the jug on first, and it's a super easy defend. Also, because we've got so much eco and some money saved up, we barely have to do anything to defend this. So that drains his eco by, I love, 100, and it's at least 100, and it slows his farms down, and we're going to be able to defend this just by having enough trips down. And this is just a terrible spot for him now. Really drained. We're in a really nice spot. Well, not really nice, but you know, we're in a fine spot. We're at 10% battery though. And we're just gonna be able to get an ODS down, and then we can sell the spare spolt, and we don't get back to 1,000 eco, but you know, we could. At 9k, we're just going to sell one of the Republics, go for the other one, stay a factory, and that's going to put us in an amazing spot. He's not really near the factory. Not near a factory with being able to defend stuff. We go for the factory now, which is nice. So it really stops him sending in Moab, so if he wants to rush us, it's going to have to be an expensive rush. And yeah, way more eco, a factory down, a really dominant position for us thus far. Just going to make sure our aces stay in a decent spot. Our ace stays in a decent spot, we only have one down at the moment. Get 12 bananas, and yeah, we defend all this AI completely fine. He goes for a laser cannon for the AI. He does need to start getting more stuff down for the AIs. It starts to get tougher, so that's good. And also we're slowing him down. And he sells 2 of his farms, and he's going to all out us with 2 BFBs. So 2 BFBs is harder than you think, but because a boost and a fan club's good. I think a bunch of ODS's good jug targeting and a fan club's good, but it can be a bit sketch. We're so far ahead, we don't even need to worry about it really. We can just GZ everything nice and easy and refac if we want to. But he's going to send the same thing in again, so we'll just defend this. And yeah, now he's all out of us with 2 separate waves of 2 BFBs. So you know, that's a pretty strange. It's a new one. So we could fan club, or we could save the fan club. We don't really need to use the fan club here. Probably use it anyways. And we GZ, and now we just kind of win. We've re-got the fact down. Look at the farm difference. 1,000 more eco and a factory up. So he just GZs, I think, in a second. And yeah, that wraps up the video, Dart video. So yeah, say which strat you think is the best in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this long Dart Monkey video. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice everybody. Bye bye.